Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I'll be brief because I think the points have been pretty authoritatively covered. I am Robert Burns. I founded the video blog Sound Off Louisiana. Several of the senators who have been behind there have been profiled, including you, Senator Fields. I'm sure you know that. But at any rate, I formed this blog 9 years ago, and I will echo the same sentiments that Lee Zurik said. I have made, not nearly as many as him, but I have made an enormous amount of public records requests, especially on Louisiana State Police. The deliberative process has not been asserted one time, so this is doing something. It's got to be, and all I can say is I've had numerous features that I have been able to produce, and it's a video blog because of the public records. I'm flattered that Lee Zurik has taken Sound Off Louisiana footage, gave the credit for it. I'm flattered that Chris Nakamoto has taken Sound Off Louisiana footage and given credit for it. I don't make one dime. You know, there was a mention about selling newspapers earlier. I make nothing, zero. It's a money-losing operation. I do it strictly because I love this state. I was born in this state. I've resided my entire 60 years in this state. But the reality is this state is perceived as corrupt. I mean, it's that simple. So here we are looking at enacting something that will make it even more difficult to detect the corruption. So you're taking one of the, I'm sorry, you haven't voted. If this passes, would be taking one of the little small David slingshots that we've got to try to go up against Goliath and removing it. And I just think it is enormously harmful. I personally don't think it was a mistake that, as Senator Jenkins pointed out, multiple objects here. Nobody's going to want to vote against protecting the governor. And so it puts all of y'all, and if it goes to the floor of the Senate, puts them in a precarious position. And I can only say that I don't envy being any one of y'all. I don't envy the other members of the Senate, because I believe what has happened here is that you've been put in to have to make a choice between alienating a brand new governor and his honeymoon period versus alienating an awful lot of constituents. With that, Senator Fields, thank you for the opportunity to address.
Thank you very much for coming to testify today, sir.
I'm C.J. Matthews. I'm a retired captain with the Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office. Let's talk about law enforcement for just 1 second. Who polices the police? I'll tell you right now, nobody. All you got to do is look at the Robert Greene incident, and there's many others out there. When you are the chief law enforcement agent for a parish and you decide that you don't want to put somebody in jail who committed a crime, who do you go to? Is it the state police? They're not going to do anything. Is it the AG's office? They're not going to do anything either. You got to give the public the ability to get that information. Minus that, you are violating the public's trust. Enough said.
Thank you very much, sir.